If I had to guess, when Snyder brought in Leto to do the additional photography for Justice League for the Joker, Leto, because I guess since Snyder's not getting paid for it, Leto paid him with the secret of de-aging. Because my man gets younger with each interview. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, well, the IGN Fan Fest, it's still going on right now, but of course, who cares about the other stuff? That's kidding now. Of course, we care. People care about the other stuff, but naturally, we all are really caring and just jonesing to hear more about Zack Snyder's Justice League from Zack Snyder himself. It was a pretty well done event. Zack, of course, wearing the V-neck, the white V-neck. I guess, yeah. When he gets a pop, hopefully he gets a pop. It's gonna have to be that white V-neck for damn sure. But he was looking good, man. I'm like, God, the fucking guy just seems like he's getting younger with each interview. Anyway, so I was gonna give a little recap, and then we'll go through that awesome little montage that they showed us, the little breakdown. What's it called, like the mother box breakdown or whatever. But when there's a lot of things I went over. I mean, I took some notes. But of course, I'm a little fuzzy today. I don't know if you guys watched the vodka stream last night, but yeah, it was probably one of the best. One for the books. That's for damn sure. So I also am referencing, of course, my buddy, of course, who was on the vodka stream last night. He has like a whole thread. Scott McClellan of DC Squadcast. He has a whole thread, so I'm referencing that too. Let's see, sometime. So. Anyways, like I said, guys, coffee is running strong. That's for damn sure. And of course, like my neighbors are like moving today, and so if you hear any background noise, I apologize. But anyway, so talking about it, of course, talking about the 4-hour cut, going through, and then there was fan questions that were read off, which was good. Some good, some decent ones too. And one of the things that he talked about, one of the things with the questions that were that was asked was about the 4-hour, the breaking up in the parts, the series. And it's still funny because I still the people in the fandom that do not like me, do not like us, I guess you could say, or because last night when Junkie XL, when Tom was talking about, somebody asked, I think it was Garza that I'm not sure who asked, but it was asked about, when he was scoring, did he ever think about, okay, well, if it was going to be episodic, do I have to and he goes, no, because it was always meant to be a movie. It's like, yeah, okay. So when it was asked right there, again, Snyder goes, yes, but I broke it into parts, into chapters. So it very much could play out like that. And yes, he pitched it to HBO Max like that. I get that it wasn't originally going to be like that. Of course not. But he himself pitched it to HBO Max because what he even said on the interview, he thought it would be fun. He thought it'd be fun because he wrote out the movie like that because it's such a long movie that there is parts and chapters and whatever the hell. It's like, I get tired of seeing that on my timeline from some of these guys. It's like, Jesus, it's like we get it. But he mentioned part 1, don't count on it, Batman, and then he said part 2, Age of Heroes. And then he goes so on. So I thought he was going to read off all the parts. I was like, say them all. I wonder if he's ever going to release those. But I thought that was pretty cool. And then of course he talks about Cyborg's backstory, of course, being the most excited for people to see. And even Junkie last night was talking about. I think he's mentioned that Cyborg's theme was one of the ones that he really enjoyed, because of who Cyborg is in the movie. Of course, we know he's the heart of the movie, so it's going to be great. And then, and then we of course go through. We'll get to the mother box thing too in a bit. Harry Lennox actually stopped by, which was funny. He's, oh yeah, there's a super fan. His name is Harry L, which sounded funny. I was like, Harry L. And then sure enough, it was Harry Lennox. And of course, he asked the question about, did you always know that? I mean, does Swanwick know that he's Martian Manhunter? What the hell's going on? And then, so we talked about that a little bit. He talked about Martian Manhunter and how he's basically what he's been doing as General Swanwick. He's been basically trying to, help out Lois and Superman to be better. like quietly making them better, like helping out Lois big time with her investigations, like especially in BVS. And then, just stuff like that, where he's just like, he's overlooking those two because he knows these two are the people that I need to just guide. So he's like quietly behind the scenes guiding them and just kind of popping in and out. And I really like that aspect of it. It's pretty damn cool that, he basically said, be the best you could be, do it yourself kind of thing. And then, so that was pretty cool. I love the fact that Harry came in with all that. And then here's where I'm like, why? And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I said it on live shows. I said the whole concept of the nightmare world to when I was going down like a couple weekends ago when I was watching Fury Road and Book of Eli, and I'm just going, God damn, the post-apocalyptic wasteland setting is so fucking awesome. And if it's done right, of course. And then just the fact that Snyder had the balls to bring our favorite heroes and put them into that scenario, and how badass that is, and how people are digging it, especially now with Joker. And now people are really all on board. At first, they were like, what the fuck is this? Like when BVS came out, everybody's like, what the fuck is this? Now people are on board. So I'm like, how do you not want to, explore that even further? And the fact of the matter is Justice League Part 2 would mainly be in the Nightmare timeline. That's what he just said. And I was like, just throw all the money you can at that. Seriously. Fuck. Can you imagine? Imagine this. And this just kind of just popped into my brain right now. Imagine if there was imagine a batshit, imagine like Warner Media, HBO, I don't know, just all of a sudden go, we got to do this. People want this fucking movie. And imagine if they tapped some George Miller. Remember how George Miller was supposed to do a Justice League movie? Imagine if Zack Snyder and George Miller joined forces to make this nightmare Justice League. Can you imagine that? I mean, it's not going to happen. And I have a huge boner right now thinking about it. But I'm just saying, man. I don't mean to give you guys blue balls because, odds are that's never going to come to fruition. But could you imagine in some world that George Miller and Zack Snyder just kind of come together to make this batshit crazy Justice League movie that takes place in the nightmare world? It's just funny. And then, of course, we mentioned the cliffhanger, which we all knew that there was going to be a cliffhanger. We all know what happens at the end, that they see Darkseid and the head of Steppenwolf and all that stuff. We know that that's all there. So that shouldn't even be too much of a surprise. But I love the fact that he's doing that. And then, of course, she asked about the Justice is Gray edition. Is that going to be released with the colored version? And he wants to do that. His quote was, "For me, the ultimate version is the black and white IMAX version of the movie." Yeah, it's the penultimate ridiculous movie that shouldn't even exist. Yeah, I think that's what he likes about it, because it's so far. It's so the opposite of what studios want. I think that's one of the things is you see what Marvel's doing with their popcorn stuff, and they're trying to be the bright colors and this, that, and this, and you get this dark Justice League black and white version that is that goes deep into the core of these characters a lot more than what they're doing over here. I think that's why he likes it so much, and it's going to stand out. It's going to be studied. That fucking thing is going to be studied. It's insane. It's just absolutely insane that's I mean, my God, it's just it's crazy. And then, of course, talked about Army of the Dead too, and he explained it as a super genre, self-aware. That's gonna be great. Inspirations from it, which you could totally see just by the stills. Aliens escape from New York and all that. So it's just pretty damn awesome. So, but anyway, so that was a really good interview from Terry Schwartz. I thought she did a fantastic job. Good job, IGN. Thank you for doing that. So let's go to that Mother Box little breakdown thing, because Jesus Christ, it is a fucking thing of beauty. See, I thought it was going to be like art or something, like it was going to, no, but it's just a sequence, and then all the heroes get their own little portion of it. And apparently there's a lot of Easter eggs on there. I did not break it down fully. I'm not going to break it down. I'm sure maybe I'll do a future video where we can see some stuff, or I just know that people on the timeline have started to slowly break it down. I don't really have the patience for it right now. I'm just I got to get some videos done. And then, of course, I'm a little wired. Why is that, Dave? Well, because I had drinks last night with Tom Holkenborg. I almost want to say Borg. Yeah, that's right. Anyways, sorry. I am, what am I doing here? All right, so we got this, got that, and let's make it widescreen. So this is just a fucking thing of beauty right here. And it's got Tom Waits. Tom Waits is music over it, Time. And apparently Tom Waits was all about it. So, I mean, it's a thing of beauty right here. But, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and mute it because, I mean, it's beautiful and all with the music, but I'm just for copyright reasons, I don't want to have to fight that because I don't know what's going to be happening with that. But anyway, so let's start from the beginning. So I was like wondering, I'm like, it's going to be a full-on trailer? It's like, oh, no. This is just a little sequence right here that shows the mother boxes. Just very beautiful, man. Just so freaking beautiful. Look at that, just moving up like that. And then we start seeing some things. Football helmet right there. Okay, we see a tire right there. If you notice that, a tire. I mean, I guess it looks like it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's representing the accident that kills his mom. So that's interesting. We got his arm right there. I'm not sure what that was behind the arm. And then, of course, there's Cyborg. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. And you look right here. I mean, right over here in the right corner right here, guys. Do you see a smiley face? Anybody else see a fucking smiley face right there? I mean, it looks like a smiley. It might just be the shadow, the way the shadows are. But I don't know if that's like a Watchmen Easter egg. It might be. I want to believe it is. It definitely does look like it. So I don't know. Your guess is good as mine. I think it might be. Just might be. I'm trying to see what that is. Some of the other stuff is. It's all very interesting. I'm like, okay, is that the back? See, I mean, I see a smiley face right up there. I definitely do. Huh. So interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. There's probably like, you know, Easter eggs from his other movies in here too. Let's see. I don't know. But yeah, there's a tire. There's so much stuff. That's pretty cool. The eye. Oh, and then we got of course, then we get to Batman. Of course, we got the gun. We got Joe Chill's gun right there. We got the beads. Martha Kent's beads right here. And then we got the, okay, so light it up. All right. So you guys see right here, of course, we got the, I always forget what they call this. I don't know. I'm not even going to try. But we know this is in the movie. But if you look to the right there, we got Dick Grayson's tombstone. So he put the tombstone that we didn't see in BVS, we see it right here. So yes, in fact, there you go. Confirming again that the dead Robin is in fact Dick Grayson. So that's just awesome. Love that. The thunder and the lightning, of course. What is this? You got to catch it just right. I don't know what I guess that's the house, the lake house, right? And then of course the bat symbol. And then you got Batman. This is interesting because I'm like, okay, what is the representation, I guess, of justice? You know, the hero chained to a pillar. Daredevil did this season 2 when Matt Murdock was chained to the chimney by the Punisher. So it is kind of interesting. So I know it's like a representation of that. Broken justice, maybe, I don't know. And then, of course, you got Wayne Manor in the background. The symbol right up top. There's probably some other things in here. And, oh, hold on. What is that? Oh, Mask of Zorro. Or is that Mask of Zorro? Yeah, the marquee right there from the movie theater. So that's pretty cool. And Moon, I think justice. Yeah. He's not a big fan of it, is he? Then we got Flash right here. So many things. Well, he's on there's a lot of representation of time. I mean, there's some kind of doomsday clock behind him. We got a jail cell right over there. And then just all the gears of a clock. We have like one of those sundials even right there. Look, it's looking like we got stuff that he uses for investigation. Got a microscope right there, and of course the lightning. And what does that say right there? I'm trying to see. Looks like a book right there. It has some kind of title on it. But of course, everything freezes, and even like the ripples right here where he's stepping. So freaking cool. God, it's so gorgeous. Just so gorgeous. All right, and then moving along, we got Aquaman now. If you notice on the liquor bottle right here, that's the Stone Quarry symbol. So that's awesome. Putting that little Easter egg. And of course, you got a bunch of tentacles and whatnot. There you got the whatchamacallit, not the trident or the quindent or whatever the hell. Tentacles. Fishy. Let's see. Is there anything else? We got some fish down here. Interesting. All right. Arthur looking badass, of course, sitting on, I guess. Well, I mean, is that a throne or is just sitting on a fucking octopus, I guess? it's pretty cool. We got a vase right there or something. All right, so many, there's just so many things to look at. So many things to look at. And then, of course, we got Superman, which we already kind of saw. We already kind of, like yesterday when I did the video, kind of already broke it down. You got the school bus and, of course, World Engine right here, showing basically what was happened in Man of Steel, his journey. And, of course, like a Christ-like, oh. And I love the fact that, you know, where his wound would be, it's like making that kind of noise right there. So we already pretty much broke down what was all right there. And then, of course, our warrior princess is saved for last. And that's what's her name? That's the gas mask, right? I want to say the gas mask from Dr. Poison or whatever. I'm drawing a blank right now, of course. Heart, the heart. I'm trying to think. What? Oh yeah, no, the heart. Why am I like drawing a blank on what that could be? And of course, you got a certain shield, and we got that right there. See, there's a lot of the stuff I'm like drawing blanks on right now. Of course, she looks just goddamn gorgeous with those chains. Also, we got what's his name's Ares helmet right there. We got Steve Trevor's watch right too. So that's pretty cool. Anything else? I mean, there's stuff too that I'm just like, wait, what's the heart thing? Why am I drawing a blank on that? I don't know. Probably because my brain ain't working that well. All right. So what was that at the end? What was that at the end? All right, so that was interesting because that looks like Superman's S right there. Let's see. Let me go in slow. I'm trying to think here. I mean, that almost, is there like a Martian Manhunter-esque thing right there? Like a. These are all the symbols. That almost looks like Martian Manhunter right there. It looked like it was like you know, like the X that he has on his costume. So interesting. Anyways, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, come on. Who else is doing stuff like that when it comes to superhero movies? I mean, my God. I mean, I will say that, yeah, at the end of the Avengers movies, when they do kind of something like that, you know, I mean, you could reference. I mean, those are pretty cool when it comes to the MCU movies, when they do like the endings, especially with Avengers, and they have like the statues and it's going through the statues. Pretty cool. This is just like on a whole different level. It's like, let's take that idea and bring it up a notch and just kind of have all these Easter eggs that are hidden within it, showing pretty much the hero's journey. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, that's what just makes the man so unique when it comes to doing this shit. And yes, we all love it. So there you go, guys. That's kind of, that's what happened today. And that's a breakdown, the best breakdown I could do. I'm sorry if I was like, I missed things in there for sure. Like I said, brain's a little foggy, but it was all worth it. That's for damn sure. Anyways, all right, hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. Follow me on the sock meds that are down below, Twitter, Instagram, and a Facebook page to like too. Hit the join button if you want to join Film Junkie, become a member, and get some, you know, behind the scenes videos and whatnot. And there'll be more stuff coming from that. Or if you want to join Patreon, that really helps out the pirate ship. You get some exclusive stuff over there, and you get to early access to things as well. So do all that. And then, of course, the Film Junkie closet for short shirts and mugs, you know, like this one, all that stuff. Everything is all down below, guys. All right. Talk to you later.